What's up, everybody? Today I am reacting to the story behind Julio Urías. Unfortunately, Monday morning, some breaking news, terrible news, horrible news. This is not the news that Dodgers fans wanted to hear. Julio Urías was arrested and charged with felony domestic violence charges late Sunday night. An officer with the LAPD tells ESPN, according to a report from brilliant reporter Jeff Passan. Urías was booked late Sunday and released early Sunday morning on a $50,000 bond. This incident happened at the LAFC soccer stadium. The Los Angeles Dodgers tweeted out on Monday the following: "We are aware of an incident involving Julio Urías. While we attempt to learn all the facts, he will not be traveling with the team. The organization has no further comments at this time." Now, this is pending an ongoing investigation. We all know that, so I'm going to reserve some judgment. But I will say, if you commit an act like this, why would you want any parts of this guy? Julio Urías has let this entire fan base down with his senseless act. This makes me sick to my stomach. It makes me very sick to my stomach. And I know there's an investigation pending. Since this is an ongoing investigation, I should be very careful to speculate too much. But just based on the Dodgers' history and how they handle situations, it's highly unlikely that Julio Urías will pitch with this organization ever again. I don't see him pitching with the Dodgers ever again. You look at what happened in 2019 when he was arrested on suspicion of misdemeanor domestic battery in a parking lot near the Beverly Center. You would think he would learn a lesson. Apparently he didn't, because he is still beating up women. It's crazy. He reportedly shoved a female companion to the ground. In 2019, he was placed on administrative leave at the time as the league launched an investigation into the matter. The pattern of behavior is inexcusable. The first time I said, okay, this genuinely feels like it was just an overblown argument and not a domestic violence dispute. It happened. Let's move on. Let's forget about it. It's over. You know, if it was something serious, hopefully he learned the second time around. But in the light of recent events, it turns out he's not an innocent guy after all. Urías apparently has a history of not keeping his damn hands to himself, it seems. Same player, same issues. That's it. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. You got to move on from him. Domestic violence accusations are now a pattern. What on earth are you thinking, Julio Urías? What are you thinking? What's going on in the head of yours? He was given a second chance and he blew it. I'm done with him. I believe his blatant act of betrayal was really an act of stupidity. Huge letdown for the Dodgers fan base. Huge letdown. Really sad and unfortunate. Urías can't throw another pitch as a Dodger. I'm sorry, he cannot throw another pitch as a Dodger. He's done. This should be the last we see Julio in Dodger blue. Time to go. Bye-bye. The Dodgers shouldn't want any parts of this guy. Look, they cut ties with Trevor Bauer following alleged sexual misconduct. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. It is time for the Dodgers to publicly disown this clown. Tell him to pack his belongings and get the heck out of the clubhouse. You're no longer welcomed here. We don't want you anywhere near the premises. Go pitch in Japan with your good buddy Trevor Bauer. What an idiot. Again? Unbelievable. Not one time, but twice? It's horrible. Hopefully he's not on the mound for the Dodgers ever again. I do have confidence that the Dodgers will do the right thing here. No woman should ever be physically, mentally, verbally assaulted by a man under any circumstances. That's never okay. And the Dodgers, knowing their history, they will not tolerate this. They will cut ties with Urías. A sad and disturbing end to a once promising happy ending with the Dodgers. That's what this is. He's done. He's cooked. Urías should be gone. Not only for an alleged criminal act, but for a lack of judgment. You're not thinking at all. You know, you would think he would have learned from the first time. Last time he did not face any charges and instead was ordered to complete a 52-week domestic violence counseling program. All that really tells me is that he learned absolutely nothing from those classes and discussions. He clearly didn't learn his lesson. Or else this wouldn't have happened. This couldn't come at a worse time. When the Dodgers are in the middle of their World Series pursuit. The Dodgers were counting on him to be one of their starters. But that's all going to change now. It really doesn't matter anymore. Because now we're talking about a guy who beat up women, allegedly. Urías is obviously not a very smart guy and cannot control himself. It's hard to describe how disappointing this is for Dodgers fans, considering all the time and money they invested developing his skills as a 16-year-old. Dodgers have no choice but to cut ties with this guy. Baseball, as we know it, takes this very seriously. The MLB suspended the player for 20 games for violating their domestic violence, sexual assault, and child abuse policy, which was put into place in 2015. No player in the MLB has been punished twice under this same policy, but it looks like Julio Urías will become the first player to be punished twice, and I have no sympathy for him. I don't feel sorry for him at all, because he did what he did, and now he has to pay the consequences. He has to pay the consequences. Instead of going to get professional help for his obvious anger and his inability to control himself, he felt that he needed to put his hands on a woman, and now he is about to learn the hard way because he obviously didn't learn the first time. Again, it is time to say goodbye to Julio Urías. He's going to be a free agent anyway at the end of this season. He's Scott Boras' client. Just let him walk in free agency. Be done with it. Goodbye. Thank you for everything you've done, but we're going to remove you from our lives now. We don't care what you do from here on out. It really doesn't matter. You're no longer a Dodger anymore. You won't be a Dodger anymore. I don't see him coming back at all. He's done. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please hit the subscribe button. See you guys next time.